have something that makes money, that's a solid thing, and then grind it out on what you really want to do long term. If your goal is to control your own destiny and own your own business, I think one of the best ways to do that is have something that makes money, that's a solid thing, and then grind it out on what you really want to do long term. And that goes against everything you just said about short term, I want to get rich quick kind of thing. That's like the exact opposite.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think that that's the... I mean, look, people can go out there and get a bunch of debt and start a business and whatever. I'm just not for it. I mean, it's just not,
yes.
You know, I don't do my personal life that way. No. I don't have any debt, and I don't want to have any debt in my business if there's any way to avoid it. Now, granted, there are times when you know, if you're trying to ramp it up and scale quickly, once you get something, you think through some of those things. But on the front end, I just have a hard time. I want to prove that concept first.
Absolutely.
So that's what I did, and you know, I had some. Fortunately, we had some money saved up. My wife is a hard worker, and so there was a time when we first got married where she was really sacrificed, working 2 jobs at a time. I was doing whatever. I worked at when I lived in Nashville at one point. We were doing the band thing. We had to have a side job at the mall to be able to make the you do what you have to do.
Figure it out.
In those time periods, and I think it's an important kind of the underlying principle here is every overnight success was years in the making.
Years in the making.
And so whether it's actually, in that space where you become very successful, or it's in, hustling on something else that makes this thing possible. And so that's, you're right. People don't think about that. But again, if you're wired that way, if you're wired to where you have to control your own destiny, you really want to be fulfilled in your work, then you'll do what it takes to do that.